Welcome back. Now today is Wednesday and we're taking you to another interesting place in the world for Where's It Wednesday. And in honor of the spooky season here, we're heading to the hometowns of all the classic monsters throughout October. So you better be ready for a howling good time because we're tracing back the origins of the werewolf today. Werewolves, as we know them today, have evolved in their tendencies and in their lore throughout many cultures over time, first being mentioned in Mesopotamia in the Epic of Gilgamesh. The next mention of werewolves is in Greek mythology through the legend of King Lycaon. In the story, he was turned into a werewolf by King Zeus, and King Lycaon's name became the root of lycanthropy, a term known for the changing of a person into a werewolf. Now, the witch trials of the 1600s in America and the werewolf trials of the 15th century in Europe turned up the heat for prosecutions, accusing many of taking wolf form to sabotage their way of living in older villages. However, the stories of werewolves entered the popular American culture in the 19th century through literature and movies. So join me in a journey throughout time and to the silver screen as we look into the modern-day renditions of the werewolf. In 1935, The Werewolf of London, considered to be the first feature-length film about werewolves, appeared on the silver screen, inspiring the movie An American Werewolf in London. Now, this movie was shot entirely in London, so if you want to enter the film yourself, werewolf lovers alike can travel to all the locations featured in London. You can stroll through the Earl's Court on Lupus Street to see where Alex's flat is. Or if you want a more heart-racing location, the Tottenham Court Road Underground Station is an iconic place where David chased Gerald Bringsley. Enter a dream sequence at Burnham Beaches or enter a spooky night scene at Windsor Great Park. And of course, the mayhem of the climactic final scene is taken at the heart of London in the middle of Piccadilly Circus itself. Now, you can even eat at a location featured in American Werewolf in London. Known in the movie as the pub, the Slaughtered Lamb, it's known to people of Surrey as the Black Swan. Now, you'll really have to use your imagination for this one because really, only the layout of the restaurant remains true to the movie. However, with the pub and the restaurant's mouth-watering seasonal menus, pub foods such as wings, cheeseburgers, and a pie of the day, and more, I myself am not upset about this cozy and delicious detour from the spookiness of the werewolf lore. And you guys, we've had some pretty big full moons out here lately, so be on the lookout maybe for werewolves around Medford. Well, that wraps it up for another edition of Where's It Wednesday. If you have a spooky legendary monster whose hometown that you want us to visit, send us a message on our socials.